Hi there everyone, welcome to the SolaVerse AMA. Thank you very much for joining us. Make sure to follow the project on Twitter and Discord to keep up to date and join in with the community. Launch date is on 11th of November and all details will be published on the website, Twitter and Discord, so make sure you're in there. Unfortunately, we did have a couple of technical issues last night, which has meant that the first two questions were missed from the AMA recording. However, we're going to jump straight into it. I hope you enjoy.
Cool. So the next question we got was from Lizard King, who's asking where each of the team members are from. We're obviously not going to give out all our information, whatever. But we're based in the UK. The core of the team is in the UK. Sorry, we've got a couple of freelancers that we've worked with all around the globe, actually, who we've been working with for the last sort of 4 or 5 years. As for the core company or the core of us in the UK, we've worked together for 8 years now, 8.5, 9 years. So we're very familiar with each other, obviously, and the way we work. We're most known for a couple of projects we did in the financial services market to do with mortgages, business protection, insurance, that type of thing. But we wanted to branch out a little bit, so that's how we've ended up in the blockchain. We're obviously really passionate about tech. We've both been involved in tech for like 20 plus years. And the direction things are going with metaverses, that's what our passion is. That's what we're looking to do. What else we got to say? What we don't want to do is sort of, the standard PFP type project that you see a lot of, where people are just sort of smashing hundreds of thousands of variations of images and stuff up in order to make a quick buck. We're not interested in that. What we want is sort of a massive scale project to fill the whole space up. Senna, obviously my partner, I'm John, by the way. He's been sort of in crypto for the last, how many years?
7 or 8 now. It was 2013 that I first got into Bitcoin. Ethereum I was sort of advocate for in 2015, first year it came out. I've always had my ear to the ground. 2016 then started really getting into, actual crypto projects, investing, trading, etc. So, I have a lot of experience just in the sort of the blockchain space.
And then my experience is more from the development side of things. I've been a web application developer for the last 16 years now. I've been interested in, actually it was Senna that got me interested in crypto a couple of years ago, and then again more particularly with NFTs in the last sort of year and a half. Our sort of combined passion for it is just push this project to where it is now and hopefully to where it's going to get to.
And I think, one thing I want to sort of touch on in there is, I think John underplayed the projects that we've worked on. Mortgage Magpie is one project that we worked on here in the UK, and for a couple of years we were the top lead generation company in the UK for mortgages. So we've worked on huge projects before. As he said, we've worked as a team for the last 5+ years. We know how each other work, and sorry guys, we're just having a couple of people say that the Twitter Spaces isn't coming out with any audio. Can we just confirm in Twitter Spaces, if you're hearing in Twitter Spaces, can we just get a couple of emojis or something, reacts in there? No.
I guess not.
We are. Good stuff. We're in there. Sorry, guys. But yeah, so, just getting back to the team. I think there's been a couple of questions over the last couple of weeks in terms of has the team got experience in crypto gaming and direct questions like that. I think one thing that we're aware, I don't think there's many people in the world currently that have direct experience in crypto gaming. But what we do have experience in is the development side of things. the marketing side of things, the design side of things, which covers off a lot. And we've worked with Solidity for a while now, and we're now ready to, take on a full-scale project, starting with this MMO-based game. And, coming to browser, we're, Q1 2022, get that first version out to our NFT holders. And that's what we're really aiming for. And we're so excited to get this going with you guys, because the last few weeks you've shown such incredible love, incredible support. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people know I jump in the chat quite a bit, as much as I can, and join in. But you have no idea how incredible it is as a team, jumping in the chat and seeing everyone hyping and jumping about and keeping the engagement going, keeping the chat going, and it really has. It's been incredible. So look, overall, we cannot wait to get this started with you guys and really push on and create this project into what we have planned. So yeah, we'll move on. So next question was, what's your vision for this project to be? Is it going to be similar to Desolate or better? Now, first of all, I don't know what Desolate is, so I cannot comment on that. But in terms of what's your vision for this project, I think there's been a lot of focus, and there is a lot of focus in Roadmap 1 in terms of the game, okay? And it's where we are starting out. But the game is just a part of the SolaVerse, all right? The project is the metaverse that we're building together. And although Roadmap 1 is focused around this game, that is just the beginning. Other ideas are in the pipeline. We've had chats in the office, including stories, comics, in-game characters with PFP opportunities. We do see that as a real market. It's just not the way that we're entering it. And all these types of things are absolutely things on the radar and in our minds that we want to bring value to our NFT holders. All right. We've got potential collabs with other projects, other NFT projects. We're seeing a couple recently with Deadfellas and Cool Cats NFT. I don't know if anyone saw. Obviously, if you haven't, go check it out. But things like that are all, as I said, we keep our ear to the ground, and we are wanting to move with the space, expand with the space, and that's why we're basing this around the SolaVerse. The SolaVerse is the metaverse, and inside the metaverse will be the projects. All right, and I think we're also going to go into quite a lot more about that today in terms of where the SolaSTAR sit in the SolaVerse. All right.
Absolutely. So on to the next question then from CryptoBoss88, who asks, how will this game be unique and how will the team look to attract more users? They also ask, how come we came up with 2,000 NFTs to start with, and would that be sufficient capital for the devs? Yeah, so we picked the 2,000 for quite a few reasons, actually. I think one of the most important ones was that the stars that we're minting are the foundation of the SolaVerse. They're the most important thing that's going to be in it, and we want the people that hold the Solar Stars to be in that sort of the founding members club, which is quite exclusive. We don't want 10,000 people in there. It's just too many. We want a limited amount of people in there who can reap the rewards for being there, for being sort of the early adopters or the ones who had the most faith in the project. One of the other big reasons for the sort of the reduced amount was that the traits that the NFTs that the stars will have, they're what define and control the way the project and the games are all going to work within the metaverse. So what we wanted was for each of the stars to be unique or unique enough that the mechanics that they sort of apply to the game are different enough and have enough of a sort of a difference in impact. Hold on, Senna's just pointing a few things out to me.
Sorry, no, absolutely. I was just going to say, I was sort of going to go on to the other side of the question on that, in terms of around the game and how will this game be unique. And I think there are so many ways that we're trying to make this game unique, but overall, look, we're aiming to be one of the very first blockchain games on iOS and Android. We want to get it into the App Store. And there is a lot of thought and planning that has been done on that over the last few months. I think that's another thing, is that this isn't a project that was thought of last night and then, right, 10,000 profile pictures, here we go. This has been in the planning and being talked about and being discussed. And, so we want to get the game, be one of the very first blockchain games on iOS and Android. The genre of game will actually be recognizable to games that you'll have played in the past. The main reason for this, as the first project within the SolaVerse, is to attract as many unique players as possible. We want to ensure that all of the SolaVerse NFT holders are rewarded for that. And I think a lot of games and the reason that we wanted to cater to free to play was that a lot of these sort of NFT games or blockchain games, you have to buy a $1,000 NFT or something to play the game, and so it limits the amount of players that can play. So we wanted to open that up and enable as many players to come in and play, because we want to increase that player base as much as possible. I'll pass over to you, John.
Yeah, I'm just checking my notes. So when it comes to attracting more users, obviously we've invested heavily in the marketing so far for the Metaverse and the game, and we've got quite a few partnerships in the pipeline with a good amount of decently sized marketing companies. It's been a huge success. I mean, we've got what is it now? Just under,
I think we're 18,000 Twitter followers. We can't check at the moment. We've got about 4 laptops open and 3 phones. Discord, how are we looking on Discord members and Twitter followers? Give us an update.
Yeah, so yeah, we've got quite a large number, considering that we've only posted something like 10 tweets with sort of with very limited information on purpose, obviously. So the campaign so far has clearly worked quite well. We think it has. We like to think it's worked quite well. So
nearly 19K on Twitter and over 5,000 Discord members. And one thing I want to make a point of with that, openly and publicly, these are not bots. These are not, I'm not going to name names. I'm not going to call out anyone, but this is not 80,000 members being botted into a Discord server or Twitter followers and then get everyone involved with verified phone numbers, etc. This is organic, real growth.
Yeah. And we love you all.
And we love you all. We absolutely do.
So we've obviously got some pretty talented people working in the marketing department. So as long as we keep them happy, we'll keep the campaigns going post-launch. And I don't foresee a problem keeping the numbers up and getting new people in.
Absolutely. Okay. So, I mean, look. Also, last night we had the shout out from Crypto Stash. Make sure you go check out his channel. He live streams, brought up the project live on stream, started talking about it. So make sure you check that out. But we've also had, we've had multiple influencers, companies, projects within the blockchain space, within the NFT space, outside of it all, we've had athletes, we've had singers, etc. I can't drop a name, but
let me say he's desperate to, but I keep telling him off.
I want to, but we had an artist with 3.5 million followers on Twitter contact us last night to get hold of his team from his verified account. So this is really picking up. We posted one tweet and we had, I think, a few thousand followers from it. We had, I think, over 1,000 people in the Discord. It's been an incredible journey these last 3 or 4 weeks.
Absolutely.
So we cannot thank you enough, guys. It's been incredible. Sort of touching on that 88 Crypto Boss. We've been approached by huge names in space, influencers from outside space, etc. We are also, I think a lot of people will appreciate this, we are also in talks with multiple gas-free marketplace platforms to enable gas-free trading of our NFTs and in-game items. We want to enable that. We want to get that available for everyone. We are hoping that we can get that ready for day one launch. We are in talks with everyone. There is a lot of information that we cannot talk about, guys, behind NDAs, behind contracts, etc. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be finalized before we can release information, but everything is in the pipeline and will be released when the time is right. We promise, and it is so exciting. So right, I'll let John take the next question, because it's a techie question, and there are other reasons to it, but I think John's going to be able to cover this best.
I'll try. So the question we've got now is from Mr. Blueberry, who's asking why we've decided to launch on Ethereum when Solana is a better choice, especially given that Sol is in the name of the SolaVerse, and also that Ethereum gas is too crazy. So yeah, we anticipated that reaction a little bit. Sol is in the name. We really like the name SolaVerse. That's it's one of the things that it's been from the very start, like kind of almost before some of the ideas even came into place, that we wanted it to be based around that name with sort of the connotations of it. It is a bit unfortunate that we're not doing it on Solana, but that we are sort of initially releasing on Ethereum. But kind of the main reason for it is that just the Solana, the frameworks that are available there just aren't quite developed enough for the scale of the project that we're looking at. We've got like some crazy grand plans that we know are possible on the Ethereum framework, with the various different sort of tokens that are available and the languages that you can code in, that we're not sure are possible at the minute with the way Solana works. In future, it might be, we've always got in mind that we could look into sort of cross-chain development or cross-chain platforms where we could incorporate Solana, but at the minute we're we've chosen Ethereum for those reasons. We're comfortable developing for it. We're comfortable that it can handle the scale of the project that we're working on, and we know that in future we'll be able to, if we need to sort of change direction and cross-chain. What's that say? Yeah, we're always looking to optimize, improve, and expand. I've got written down.
And that sort of touched on what John says in terms of, look, all of this is, we are always looking and keeping our ear to the ground and looking to move with the space. Yeah. And, if there are potential ways that we can, look at cross-chain development, migration, layer 2 solutions, etc., everything will be done. And we will also touch on the gas fees and costings for the free SOLA-STARs, because I think there's been a lot of sort of ranges in terms of what people think it may cost. So we want to give an idea of, we are always trying to optimize, or we are always optimizing the minting function to use, as little gas as possible, which is the aim. And, again, with allowing people that 24-hour window, we want to avoid any gas wars, any spikes in gas. So again, I'm going to be saying it multiple times tonight, but when it comes to minting a SolaStar, take your time. You do not need to rush, guys. Wait for that price to drop.
Yeah, that's why we've done the whitelist. That's why we're preparing the public raffle, in order that the people that are going to buy them, it's not going to be a first come first serve mad rush gas war type situation. As Senna mentioned, we're going to get into that a little bit later on. We've got a couple of questions more specific to the minting process. So let's move that out of the way.
Question we got. Okay, yeah, touching on the game. So X-Spider, guys, I'm seeing in the chat, but don't worry, we will be doing some special shout outs for the guys who absolutely have been grinding in the chat for the last multiple weeks. I mean, who have we got in here? I mean, Mega Money Meter, the only Solar OG in the house.
Hero. Absolute
hero. Level 25 plus. I don't know if he's got above level 25, but absolute, legend amongst the men here, isn't he?
What more can you say?
Absolutely. So big shout out. We will be doing some more later. But yeah, so X-Spider, will we have a one mission click per day like other games? Yes. Without
just to butt in, yeah,
okay.
We're not gonna be talking about game mechanics today. We're not gonna give any of that sort of. I know Senna's desperate too. I've just seen the look drop on his face when I said that. Yeah, we're just not ready to talk about the mechanics yet. So we'll tell you everything that we can, but just be aware that you're not gonna potentially get every answer. So yeah, he's asking, will we have one mission click per day type things like other games? The answer to that is yes. You'll be able to log in, do sort of complete tasks or missions or whatever the unreleased mechanics are, and then you can just jump off. So you can collect your rewards and then sort of stop, or you could be one of those types of people who likes to play the game for 12 hours a day. Which would be great. That's sort of me. Those people are obviously going to earn more rewards for doing more tasks and things. But again, you can just sign in once, do what you need to do, sign out, job done, and then move on.
Absolutely. And straight into another question from 88 Crypto Boss. Will the game be in 2D or 3D? Ultimately, it will be a 2D game at this point, but we will be using 3D assets. Unfortunately, again, John and the team have banned me from releasing any of the early artwork. Keep an eye out for teasers over the next month or two. Look, guys, we have a very busy Q4 of 2021. We've got the launch of the Genesis collection on 11th of November. In fact, I think we're going to touch on the whitelist minting date later. We're going to touch on the schedule. Okay. Yeah. So in terms of game teasers and bits like that, I am banned. I've given out a few bits in chat over the last couple of weeks, and I think I've been
more than he was actually allowed to, but he did it anyway.
Absolutely. So I'm not going to apologize for it, but in terms of game teasers and things like that, they will be coming after the Genesis collection launch.
Yeah, we'll have more of these AMAs and sort of podcast sessions and stuff where you can ask more questions, and as time goes on, we'll be allowed to sort of release more and more information.
Absolutely. And again, just want to say for everyone in here, thank you very much for coming in. If you've got any questions, make sure you join the Discord, jump in the AMA preparation chat, and get your questions in. If you are on the Twitter, give the spaces a share. get involved. Let's get as many people in here as possible.
Yeah, I'm already seeing quite a few questions coming through, which we're highlighting, and then we'll get to them at the end.
Absolutely. Lovely. We've got Stevo Crypto on Discord with, will there be Solar team interaction on social media for missions or challenges? Working well for Alex Becker and Neo Tokyo. So I think Alex Becker is Cybercon's developer, which, you know, in terms of their sort of staking system, we, as confirmed, we will be having a staking system, and that will start with the release of the utility token, the ERC20 token. But basically, to answer your question, yes, is the short answer. Now, I'm not 100% sure exactly what you mean in terms of what Alex is doing in terms of the team interaction, missions, challenges, giveaways, etc. But yes, is the answer. We want to do a lot of engaged content, and especially, you know, once we've passed the launch of the Genesis collection, it's going to be a lot more involved. We'll have we'll increase. We'll increase the size of the marketing team looking after things like the social medias, and getting it all more engaged. Right now, the main Twitter account, we just wanted to keep it for information, keep it concise, easily accessible. But yes, absolutely, you know, we will be involved in the community massively over the coming weeks, months, and years. You know, and I hope that everyone, you know, we are in. I mean, I'm mainly in the chat most evenings.
I lurk a lot.
yeah, and you know, you can always tag us with any questions, DM us, anything. We're always happy to talk about the project, because we are so passionate about it. And I think one little story I might get to later is sort of the inception of the idea and how we came up with it. But we may touch on that later. That may be for another AMA session. But we've got another question: are there any influences in the pipeline for marketing?
And before Senna tries to sort of give away all our information, I'm just going to say yes, and that's it. We're not going to tell you. We can't tell you who, really.
Everything, you know, we do have releases coming out this week and next week. So, you know, you won't. It's not like there's nothing coming out. It's just we have a lot of much bigger and exciting partnerships now that we unfortunately can't talk about. So yeah, absolutely watch, and it's going to be exciting, guys.
Absolutely. So next question from Scheisler. I don't know how to pronounce that. I've probably butchered it, but never mind. Who asks if it'll be possible to earn the ERC20 token in-game without NFTs, and whether stars can be bought with them. So we've touched on that. I think we've touched on that before, but yes, you will be able to play the game and earn rewards from it without owning an NFT. But obviously, if you do own an NFT, your rewards and what you can get out of it will be sort of significantly higher. That means that, sort of the game is essentially, it is free to play. People, without having spent anything on the NFT, can just sort of log in, do what they need to do, earn their rewards, and then, you know, leave. What we're aiming at is that the marketplace that we've got in the game will allow people to sell their in-game assets. So at the minute, that'll be the SOLA-STARs on that platform for the premium currency for the ERC20 token that you can earn within the game. So obviously the NFT tokens people will be buying and selling on secondary markets like OpenSea for obviously just Ethereum. But yeah, we're going to we're going to have the ability within our marketplace to buy and sell them for our token as well. So yeah, I hope that answers that question.
Okay, so I think Rebel Scum is in the AMA chat saying will stake and begin with the release of the token, and we've actually just come up to his question around what's the plan around staking. Will early liquidity be locked? So I will grab this one. Yes, the staking will begin with the release of the token. Staking details in terms of, like what you used to I don't know if anyone's cybercons, etc. You get 10 bananas for holding a Genesis Kong, I think. Sorry if I'm getting the details wrong, but all of those details will be released closer to the time. However, what we can confirm is that yes, all liquidity will be locked. All right, and that's so currently. And currently, in terms of the information out to the public, the liquidity pool will be funded by 2.5% of all royalties going straight into that liquidity pool and locked. Okay, so team can't touch it. All the details in terms of how much of the ARC20 token you'll receive per NFT, per SOLA-STAR, per day, etc. All those details will be released closer to the time. But yes, the liquidity will be locked. All right. And I think actually just touching on those royalties before we move on to the next question, because I think someone had a similar question on the royalties in terms of where was it? I think they were asking how. Sorry, guys, we're just trying to find this question. I've lost it. It was along the lines of how much royalties are being taken from the free SolaStars mint.
What percent? Illumina asks, what percentage of the royalties are you going to take from the sales for the free mints?
So the answer is 7.5% in total. 2.5% are all going straight into the liquidity pool to back the ERC20 token. Providing an instant backing and funding to that. There are also other avenues that will go down that we are going to be discussing in this AMA. We've got multiple sheets here. I think we're probably going to run over. In fact, we definitely will be running over the hour mark.
We're good to keep going, though, as long as you guys are happy to keep listening.
Absolutely, we'll be answering all your questions, guys. I may have to shoot at some point because I do have 2 Zoom meetings tonight with some potential partners, so I may have to shoot. But we will be here. But in terms of the staking utility and generating sort of liquidity for that, we will be touching on all of that as well. All right.
Cool. So next from Oldercorn, who asks, have there already been some pre-development of the game, such as a working title? If so, what elements have been worked on? So as I already mentioned, we're not going to talk about the mechanics of the game. Obviously, we have started early work on the game, on the front end, the design types things. But obviously, for the last couple of weeks, the focus has been purely on getting ready for the Genesis Collection launch. So the game's basically been paused for a couple of weeks. Once this collection's launched, we're going to get the team back on it, sort of full steam ahead, and plow on. But as I mentioned, at the minute, I can't tell you too much about what's happened or what's going to happen. You're just going to have to make sure you're following on Twitter for the teasers that Senna's going to be putting out.
I want to tell you guys.
As and when he's allowed.
And also, so just touching on that as well, the schedule will be releasing either later this evening or tomorrow morning, depending on how late we go tonight. Now, I was also going to touch on. Oh yeah, so we are 45 minutes in already. I see us going on for quite a while.
We're about halfway through the list of questions.
Okay.
I think.
Okay. So just to let everyone know, this will be recorded. It will be going live on every every podcast platform, I think.
Whatever we submitted to.
Absolutely, every.
We'll put a transcript of it up on the Reddit as well.
We'll make them submit it to every tomorrow. And yeah, so recording, we'll also be transcribing as long as the team have the time. But yeah, the recording will be dropped tomorrow. Okay.
Assuming it works.
Assuming it works, absolutely. So we've got next question. Token name. Any further with this, which is Coin Muncher on Discord. I want to give a special shout out to Coin Muncher. 1, love the name. 2, I see him in chat all the time. So big shout out to you, my man. So look, we have an internal shortlist for the token name. We'll be discussing with the community to decide on the final ERC20 token name and symbol. We want to include the community in the decision, and I think it almost, I feel like it's almost most important getting the community's feedback on it. So I think when it's ready to be decided, we'll be coming to you guys.
Absolutely, and it won't just be that as well. When it comes to sort of mechanics, or not necessarily mechanics, but other in-game decisions, we love listening to the feedback that we get. We love asking for it and seeing your responses. So as much as we can, we'll include ideas and responses that you guys come up with in the decisions that we make, because obviously, we're making this for you guys. So if you don't like it, then yeah.
absolutely. And that's it, you know, we've from day one, we've put a focus on the community and being involved in the community and involving the community on these sort of things. So yeah, we will continue to do so. So we've got MIPANs with partners are very important for every project today. May I know which partners you have now and which partners in the future you'll be heading to? So unfortunately, apart from obviously the influences that we've touched on already, we're not we aren't in a position to share a lot of that information publicly. And again, NDAs and contracts just won't allow us to at the moment. But we can confirm that yes, that we're working with lots of projects, lots of partners for the project. Again, like I mentioned earlier, some with millions of followers on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, etc. And obviously, look, we will continue to expand our network of partners going forward. There are, I think, are we touching on the sort of platform stuff later? Can I go into that now?
I don't think we've got anything for later. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. So I mean, I did sort of mention about gas fee platforms, etc. That's been our main focus over the last couple of days. Just getting, we don't know whether it's going to be an exclusive deal or what, or just a sort of layer 2 solution on top. But yeah, absolutely. We're working with all corners of the space and outside of the space to bring, not to just onboard influencers, but to really, improve our project, collab with other NFT projects, everything. We want to cover all bases and make sure that we're not just committing to one route and one corner of the market. We want to include and attract everyone. So hopefully that answers the questions, and hopefully over the next week or two you'll see these influencers and partnerships coming to light and hopefully loving it. Hopefully. Go on, I'll pass back to you, John.
Absolutely. I just wanted to say quickly, I've just noticed in chat the last couple of questions were about the law that's going to be dropped soon and a competition for that information. I mean, yeah, that's exactly what we're talking about. We've got a schedule for what information we're going to release about the SolaVerse, so that we can kind of drip feed it to you. But when it comes to sort of setting the direction for where it's going, absolutely, we'll run competitions. We'll get sort of input and ideas from you guys, and then you can be part of the direction that the metaverse takes. So back to the questions then. From Michael R21, we've got some questions about the tokenomics. He asked a couple of questions about the game, which obviously we're not going to talk about. But when it comes to the tokenomics, he's saying how many tokens will there be and what exchanges will you be listing it on? So from day one, the token's going to be tradable via a swap platform, probably Uniswap, but that's not confirmed yet. We'll do that. We'll confirm that at a later date and let you guys know. So in terms of the tokenomics, it's going to be linked to the launch of the Genesis collection, obviously. So it's not going to be finalized until closer to the deployment of the ERC20 token. But what's going to happen is that the tokens that are spent at the in-game marketplace will actually be burning them. And that goes for sort of the on-chain mechanics as well. So when we're going to allow you to do things like name your NFTs.
Hey, that's what I wanted to. Yeah, go.
We're leaking information. Senna's happy. He loves it.
Let's go.
So when we let you do things like name your NFTs for a cost of the ERC20 token, we'll burn that amount in order to sort of
maintain the economy.
Yeah, maintain the economy, basically. We don't just want to sort of flood it. In terms of the supply, we've got a white paper that we're working on for the ERC20, which will have all the specifics for that in it. So rather than me just sort of pulling things off the top of my head for that, we'll let you know when the white paper's coming out, which will obviously be in advance, and that'll have hopefully everything that you need to know in there. I think that covers the tokenomics of it so far.
Lovely. Oh, there we go. Yeah. So I knew I saw a question like this. So in fact, actually, just before I go on to the next question, we do have a couple of questions surrounding terms. So we've got Victor and I think it's Thomas. Apologies if I pronounced that incorrectly. But how do you see the team growing in the next year? What positions would you be hiring for? Look, I think there is a range of positions that we'll be hiring for. We obviously will be increasing the marketing side, the development side. We want to be working. We obviously have designers that we've worked with for years, and I'm sure nobody is looking at the solar stars right now and not saying how I can't say it, but how beautiful they are. I don't think anyone should be doubting the design skills of what's happened on this.
But it can always be better, though.
Absolutely,
coming from a designer.
Exactly, and that's the idea. Is that look, we're always looking to improve and expand the team. Obviously, for the game development, we are in talks with game studios, but obviously there is then the option and the possibility that we make again. It's maybe we have the game. I mean, John is going to shout at me for this, but maybe we move a game development team in house. Obviously, for first version, we're aiming for Q1 2022, and that is already in the plans and being sort of worked on. Now, going forward from that, I obviously would love to get the game development team in house.
100%.
Yeah. So those are the plans. As I said, increase the marketing team. That's what I was going to say. Design-wise, we want to collab with artists as well, well-known artists, whether that be sort of realistic or sort of gothic type or animations or anything, So even now, if there's any sort of designers, artists, even developers that are out there that want to get involved in the project, feel free to shout,
slide into the DMs.
We are always open to a conversation. So yeah, right. Hopefully that's answered that. So Thomas, as a follow-up, how can we help with the hiring outreach as the community? So a lot of these things, I think we'll need to develop a lot more after the initial launch of the Genesis collection. Because absolutely, we want to reach out to the community. As we've just said, we want to collab with people. We want to onboard people from the community we want to encourage community-driven developments and projects. Again, we'll be touching on it, but a SolaStar, is going to be so much. And
he's desperate.
I am. I'm sweating. And so what happens within your SolaStar, we will encourage. I'm looking at John to make sure that I'm not saying too much. That we will encourage, and whatever happens within your SolaStar, you're going to get a share of. So
that's it. He's not allowed to say it anymore.
Right. I'll move on from that. So we've got Ed NFT. Any plans to launch on IMX to reduce gas fees? If not for IMX, what are the plans? Team's plans to reduce gas wars? As you can probably tell, I've been burnt by gas before. Me too, my man.
Join the club.
Absolutely. I think probably anyone who's bought an NFT before has probably been burnt by gas. One, we will be doing everything to support new members, new people into the industry, and giving guides and sort of little tutorials on how to avoid issues, how to avoid errors, how to avoid, I'm sure some people have experienced where you've gone to buy an NFT and the gas price is actually sort of like $2,000, which it never should be. And that is an issue in the contract or an error in terms of there's no available tokens or something like that. And so we really want to try and ensure that we're providing all that help to new customers.
Yeah.
But also, a huge focus of ours since the very start, and I know that the first even 10 people in our Discord can vouch for this. A huge focus of ours has always been to eliminate or limit the effect of gas wars or gas fee spikes when minting a star. Which is why, again, we're allowing 24 hours for minting. Remember, again, I'm going to say it for the second time. Take your time minting a star. You are not in a rush. You have 24 hours. And
it's not just 24 hours for all of them to be minted either. We're breaking it up so that the whitelisted people will get 24 hours to mint their tokens.
Yeah.
Then after that 24 hours, the people that win their slots through the public raffle get their 24 hours to mint. And then anything that's left over after that comes afterwards. So we tried to kind of stagger the minting process of it as much as possible in order to give everybody as much time to wait for the gas price to get down to literally as low as it can before they mint. So yeah, we don't want people rushing. There's absolutely no need for it. You've got plenty of time.
And sort of touch on that, because again, I've seen sort of a lot of ranges in terms of the cost that it's going to cost, and as I said, we're optimizing our minting function all the time to make it as cheap as possible.
Yeah.
So based on sort of current data, look, there is obviously a range because gas prices do range so far. But based on the last week's data, you're looking at between $25 and $100 in terms of gas prices for a SolaStar, which you then. That's where the patience comes in. Every day for the last week, gas has been below 80 Gwei, which I haven't got the exact figure in front of me. I think, I do, $54 would be the sort of that price of minting at that time. And that has happened every 24 hours for the last week. So, I think we are doing everything that we can to eliminate or limit the amount of cost for these stars. And
yeah, also there's no benefit to minting in the first, to being the very first person to mint, because of the way it's all randomized, and the sort of the order of it is entirely random. Like, the first person to mint doesn't get any sort of special reward for having the first token ID.
And I think let's expand on that as well, in terms of the fair launch, in terms of the raffle, in terms of it, all being completely randomized, because I think a big thing in this industry is that there's been so many projects where founders have cherry picked NFTs, given them to the celebrities or...
Yeah, so we're going to aim to do something similar to kind of how the apes?
The Bored Ape.
The Bored Apes, to how they did it. So we're going to release the provenance hash information, everything beforehand, so that you guys can check, that we randomized everything, then it was minted, then it was it hasn't been modified, and it's all been completely offset correctly. So it will be sort of provably random. There's nothing for anybody to worry about. And like I say, it just means that there's no rush to be the first person to mint or to mint. You don't need to pay silly amounts of gas to make sure that you get yours done quickly. Just wait any time in the 24-hour period. There's no benefit to doing it faster than anybody else. It just means you'll be paying more gas if you do. So yeah, everything that we're doing is trying to make it so that the gas is as cheap as possible for you. So you don't have to spend anything, especially for the whitelist of people who get them for free anyway. So yeah,
absolutely. And just touching on that as well. So the team members, the core team members, will be getting a whitelist spot. We will be minting 1 star, but that is it. We are able. I mean, I think maybe a community question is everyone? Would everyone be happy? Obviously, there is a 2 SOLA-STAR max per wallet. Yep. So if you get a star in the whitelist, you are then able to mint a star the following day in the public raffle, equaling 2. If you aren't in the whitelist, then you can mint 2 on the following day. So core team members have a whitelist spot and will be minting with the rest of the whitelist members. Again, just proving there is no cherry picking, there is no nothing. But is the community happy for team members to purchase another star the following day? I can't see a
reason why not to.
No,
hopefully you can't either.
Absolutely, but we want to put that out again. Yeah. With all of this, we want this to be 100% fair, 100% community driven, but we want to be part of the community.
We're part of it. We're not just going to mint a load for ourselves.
Exactly.
We're playing by the same rules that we're setting for you guys. So
absolutely.
As long as everybody's happy with that, then we're good.
Absolutely. So I think one thing we will do is maybe tomorrow, let's open up a #feedback chat channel in Discord. Yeah. So if anyone's got any feedback from the AMA, got any feedback for going forward, anything, just chuck it in there, tag us, DM us, anything. We as I keep saying, we want to be involved in the community and what we're building. So,
absolutely. Cool. Next question, Senna.
So just sort of finalising on those, the platforms, etc. We are in talks with layer 2 options as well and other gas-free trading marketplaces. Again, further info will follow. And I think an important one.
You can say this one, it's fine.
Is that all right? Yeah. Okay. So in-game transactions will be done off-chain. So don't worry. This will not be a CryptoKitties project or any sort of derivative like that where it costs $30 to do a task in-game. It will not be costing to play the game. All right. Right, next question. So, will there be a pre-sale for the ERC20 token before public release? So, again, it's not been confirmed yet. Full details will be released. Our focus is on providing our community holders and players with value. So, we will not be holding huge portions for the team or anything similar. Exactly the same with, the NFTs. We are here, we're buying with you. So, it will be a fair launch to provide the holders with the most value. Touching on that though, and why details aren't confirmed yet, look, if a huge investor wants to invest and provide a huge amount of liquidity for the token, this benefits our community. We don't want to eliminate options at this stage. And that's why a lot of things have been sort of left open because of where things have gone over the last few weeks. We see things like that being a potential and we don't want to eliminate those options, just because we've sort of all made it public now, and yeah. So, right, I think that's answers. That was Cabu. Cabu, a big shout out as well. I think John, if you sort of check on the next question, I'm gonna do a couple of shout outs just to the the whitelisted art, the solar defenders. I think some of them have, as I said, that some deserve some big shout outs. So I want to give a shout out to GB and Easy in the chat, because I mean we had a I think it was a 45-minute, an hour conversation last week. I think it was like 11 o'clock at night for me, and we just talked the SolaVerse, talked the plans, talked ideas, and it was the first sort of direct communication we'd had with community members. Obviously, we're always in the chat and that, but it was direct, over a call, and I just wanted to give a shout out to them, because they provided us with great information, feedback, advice, everything. So again, thank you very much, guys. Who else have we got? We've got Geist, SolaVerse, FBFND, Hollywood, Coke, Lizard King, yeah, Older Corn, sorry. My man, I'm gonna buy Pluton. This guy has been in since day one, and I mean, he wants to mint Pluton. That is his sole. I think it's his sole reason for being in here, and I appreciate it. So, shout out. Yeah, we'll leave the shout outs for there. We'll move on to our next question. Again, guys, if you're in here and you haven't already, make sure you follow. Make sure you like the post that you came from. Make sure you share. Get everyone in. Let's. I think we're probably looking at another. Probably half hour in here, guys.
No, there's only one real question, which is about the schedule.
Perfect. So we may be finished about half past.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for joining us. It's been incredible so far.
It has.
Yeah, let's keep going.
So next question from Dazza, who says, what will be the benefits for purchasing a SolaStar? He asks a couple of questions about the mechanics, and then he says, we'll be able to stake for the long term and hold, as I'm not the type to flip an NFT. It will be mine forever. Absolutely, same. You're the same as me. I like collecting things rather than flipping things. So as for the benefits, obviously we've confirmed staking. If you own a SolaStar and you'll be able to stake it, you'll earn passively from it. You'll obviously earn from playing the game, but you'll earn more for playing the game if you're a SolaStar owner. I think there's been a few sort of information drops in the announcements channel with the various other benefits to purchasing the star. So we won't go into that too much. And then again, as for the mechanics, we're not going to talk about that just yet. So as for the long term, absolutely, you could just own your stars, stake them, and then just earn passively from it for as long as you want. You don't even have to play the game, and you'll still earn. But obviously, if you do play, you will earn a lot more accordingly. I think that answers that, unless Senna's got anything else to put to that.
No, do you know what? We've forgotten to do giveaways.
So
we're going to do one straight away. We've got a $100 ETH giveaway going out right now. We have 2 more before the end of this show.
So one every 5 minutes. Let's go.
One every 5 minutes. So guys, stick around, okay? The first one.
Hold on a minute. Let me just clarify. That's not 100 ETH. No, as Hollywood's just asked for
$100.
$100 worth of ETH.
With ETH flying at the moment, it's probably 0.0. Anyway, so what we're going to do is first one is going to be, we made a tweet at the beginning, and this is why we were going to do it at the beginning. But we made a tweet as we went live, the SolaVerse AMA Genesis collection, and we shared the space. So everyone go and retweet that, like it, and tag someone in the comments. And then we're not gonna do a Twitter picker. We're not gonna do anything like that for this one. We are just gonna pick a random name, me and John, and we're gonna give him $100 ETH after. In fact, I will put in a disclaimer: the ETH payment will go out tomorrow.
Yeah.
We will contact the winners this evening, get everyone's ETH address. So yeah, right. Yeah, go retweet that now, guys. We're gonna answer one more question, and then we're gonna do that. Okay. Right. So Mushroom to Eat says, when are you guys thinking of announcing what will be the means to getting, minting, and staking the NFTs? All right. So people are asking retweet what. So I'm just gonna share the tweet into the chat. It was our latest tweet, guys. Whether you're in the Twitter Spaces or the Discord, just go to our Twitter page, and it's the tweet that has the
Can you always give them a link to
start listening. I can in the Discord, but I can't on Twitter.
All right.
Right, let's get that in there. Okay, so the tweet is in the AMA preparation channel now. Retweet that, and in literally 1 minute after this this question, we're going to give away $100.
Well, we're going to pick a winner.
Well, we're going to pick a winner for the $100. So yeah, again, when you guys think of announcing what will be the means to getting, minting, and staking the NFTs. So look, we'll be discussing the upcoming 7 days, including the raffle and minting information right at the end, which is coming up. Yeah. We, again, all the information will be reconfirmed and provided and tweeted out on the lead up. But yeah, we'll touch on it this evening. We think we're going to do a sort of 7-day schedule in the Discord as its own channel, just to make sure everyone knows what's going on. All right. So then we've got Ndeji. Shout out to Ndeji as well. Been in the chat a lot of good questions. So I think we've grabbed a few of yours and put them together, my man. So can you give some information on your business model, in particular how you plan to generate revenue? So look, at this point, and I think I have probably not helped with the information leaks and things. At this point, we're releasing the Genesis NFT collection. Okay. We want to provide everyone with benefits around that. And the first project that we're going to be working on is a space-based MMO game. But at this point, we're releasing the Genesis NFT collection. Business model, plans, revenue generation, details, etc. are all released to potential business partners. But we cannot release this information publicly. It would just give competitors a way of copying our whole business model. It would just literally tell everyone what and how to do what we're doing. And we cannot release that information. People who, look, and again, I think the team have hated me for it, but anyone who's sort of DM'd me and shown a sort of worry in terms of those things, I've been releasing too much information and sort of providing them with
getting told off every day
and get told off every day, but providing them with that sort of those teasers so that they see what's coming. But overall, I have to stop. A lot of the excitement, a lot of the lead up is about not releasing all the information at once. And I think I think after this AMA, and I think definitely before launch, everyone will have all the information they need to know.
I feel like there's been
to get a SolaStar.
Quite an information bomb this evening. So
Absolutely.
There's a lot for you to all digest.
And again, this is being recorded. This is going to go up on podcast platforms. I think we've got to put it up on the YouTube as well. maybe if the team should do that tomorrow. Yeah, they'll be fine doing that. I'm just getting them to do anyway.
Never mind what they have to actually do for their jobs.
Exactly. Podcast and YouTube will be up tomorrow recording. So again, we'll get that shared, we'll get that out, information out there. So yeah, again, guys, we can't release every bit of information before we're at the point that we're sort of releasing it. Again, if you want to dive into my DMs, there are still things that I can sort of say, but overall, don't come at me for secrets, all right? The current roadmap, another question. So big shout out to my man, GLCCK on Discord.
Legend.
Moderator. Thank you very much for your help for the last few weeks, my man. It's been incredible. Mr. DGen as well, and Captain. A big shout out to you guys. You've all been incredible. Thank you so much. We will be recruiting more moderators over the next week. We have shortlisted a lot of people who have just been helping in chat and helping new members with commands and where to go. And we've got server boosters, and Thomas has nitro boosted the server. Like, we've never asked anyone to or anything, and it's, the support and love from all angles has just been incredible. So thank you so much, guys. It has been wonderful.
Absolutely.
So moving on to Ndeji's next question. So in fact, I'll let you do that one, John.
Yeah, so he's asking about the roadmap, which I assume all of you will have seen by now. It still has a couple of unknown anomalies and blank spaces on it, and he's asking if we can elaborate a bit more on what happens after the SOLA-STAR minting and sale. Well, the short answer is no. The anomalies that are there are things that we've planned to happen that we just can't tell you about until...
And even I'm not releasing that information. Yeah, that stuff is too juicy.
Even Senna agrees that's got to stay private until the time. So it's going to be juicy. So yeah, there's a big anomaly coming shortly after the sale, which you're definitely going to want to stick around for. He's asking, will the AMA record it? Actually, a couple of people have asked that for the people that are unable to attend. Yes, Senna said that a couple of times. We'll be uploading this to various places and transcribing it for you, so you can go and read. Then, final question I think we've got from our notes. We've got a few more from chat. We've got one from Santi, which asks, will the holders have some kind of benefit in the ERC20 token drop? So, as Senna mentioned before, we obviously haven't finalised the details of the utility token yet, and we will when we release the white paper and let you know. But we are completely aiming for a fair launch. Obviously, we want to reward our Genesis NFT holders. So yeah, we'll just have to you'll just have to sort of wait for the update on that. Yeah, I don't know what more I can say about that one without giving it away.
No, and I think that's the main point around that is we are focused around the value for our NFT holders. The Genesis collection, as we've said, are the Genesis collection. They're the primary. They're the first. They will be rewarded justifiably and accordingly. So yeah, we really wanted to focus those reward mechanics are around the SOLA-STARs. And I'm gonna.
Oh, here we go.
I'm going to give some information.
Just to let you know, we finished our script now, so whatever he says is completely off book and not authorized.
It is. And I think John is gonna hate me for
leave the room.
Yeah. But look, as I keep saying, the SOLA-STARs are the foundation of the SolaVerse. What is built within your SOLA-STAR, what happens within your SOLA-STAR, you won't just get a share of, you will be a part of, and you will feel that. And there will be many reasons for you to develop your SOLA-STAR, and without again giving away too much, it will be your SOLA-STAR is going to be its own economy. It's going to be incredible. The next NFT collection will just expand on that, and that's all I'm going to say. I'm already getting eyes. Genesis collection launches 11/11/21. That's when the public raffle is. If you want to get in early and secure a free SOLA-STAR, just pay gas, you need to get on the whitelist. We are making the whitelist harder and harder as it goes.
Yeah.
There are currently 20 something spots on the whitelist left in the rank mission. Get to level 10 in the chat. Basically, talk, get involved, help people out, and you will get yourself a free SOLA-STAR. All right. In the public raffle, there will be 0.2 ETH each. Each person can hold a maximum of 2 SOLA-STARs. And that is all the information I'm allowed to give out.
Yep. No more.
So, right, we're going to pick... Right, we didn't even pick the giveaways. So, right, let's go... Okay,
Garmigov is saying only 20 spots left, 92, or not 92.
Sorry.
There's different competition, or there's different ways of getting on the whitelist. We've got them. Where's the information for them?
In the hashtag whitelist.
Yeah, so there's a hashtag whitelist channel. If you look in there, you can see there's a couple of different missions you can partake in order to get yourself on. So you can either get yourself up to level 10, or you can invite people, or you can follow do the Twitter missions or the Reddit ones. So there's still a few spots to go, but like Senna says, we're making them, as it fills up more and more, we're making them more and more difficult. Just to sort of keep the exclusivity of it.
Absolutely. Right, I'm going to move on to a giveaway quickly. So I have just got on.
Do one last swipe. I'm confirming that he's just going to swipe his phone.
One last one.
And I'm going to stop it there.
Okay, Simona Kakalisa on Twitter. Congratulations, you've won $100 Ethereum. Please could you DM me or the Twitter with your ETH address. In fact, could you DM us on the main page from your Twitter, Simona Kakalisa, with your Ethereum address.
There's no way you're pronouncing that right. But...
No, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. Congratulations. And the next one is going to a whitelist randomer. So, whitelisters, can we see you in the AMA preparation chat right now? Let's get a couple of emojis. I want to see your names. I'm coming to pick one. Where are you? We are going for...
Oh, come on. Give him another 30 seconds to get in.
All right, another 30 seconds. God, this is crazy.
It really is. I love it.
Do you know what? Well, you pick this one. You pick a random.
All right, you watch me. I'm gonna scroll and then you stop. He says stop.
Yeah. No, you just stop. You're not even looking.
I'm not even looking at my screen.
Go.
You.
Rebel Scum. Congratulations, my man. Another $100.
I'm assuming he's in whitelist. Must be.
He is. Yep. Congratulations, my man. Again, could you can private message me on Discord, because I know you're on Discord. Just message me from your account, just with your Ethereum address.
The best question.
Yeah, so the last one we're going to do for the best question, and I think I've just sorted out how we're going to do it. In the AMA preparation, I am going to stop the chat so that nobody can talk in there anymore. And right at the top, everyone is going to see the questions that were answered on today's AMA.
Yeah.
We're going to give 12 or so hours. We're going to pick it tomorrow. The question with the most reactions on, in fact, most, yeah, let's do it. Most reactions, you can spam it as much as you want. Just most reactions on a question tomorrow will get another $100 get sent to them. I've just enabled add reactions as well. So
scroll to the top of this channel and then, yeah, start spamming your reactions.
Absolutely. That's the hashtag AMA preparation channel, guys. We'll also make an announcement on that. I think we are probably best to tie up there before I give away too much more. Thank you so much for joining, guys. It's been incredible.
Now they can't reply. They can't say because you've locked it.
Okay. All right. Let's open it for another 2 seconds. Let's get everyone's love in the chat.
There we go. You can post again.
AMA preparation back open, guys. Thank you so much again. You've all been incredible for this journey so far. We cannot wait to continue it. We have so much planned. There is so much in our back pockets. John, the team, will not let me release, but we are and have it scheduled to release. Go show some love on Twitter. Make sure you share all the posts, share everything, like everything. Keep involved over the next 7 days. There will be more questions. More giveaways, more competitions.
Did you mention this one?
Yes, right. And finally, and I think we're gonna give whitelisters a little bit of a head start. As of when?
What day is today? Wednesday?
Yep, today's Wednesday.
So let's say over the weekend.
Okay, over the weekend, whitelisters are now going to be able to sign their message with their Ethereum wallet. MetaMask only, guys. Make sure you have a MetaMask wallet set up. You're going to be able to sign your message to confirm your whitelist spot. You sign that message, you have confirmed your whitelist, you have confirmed and guaranteed yourself a free SOLA-STAR on 10th of November 2021. We haven't touched on the schedule, so I'm gonna go grab a couple of bits. John, can you shout out a couple of people?
Absolutely. I was just gonna. So Energetics is just asked saying, how do you sign it? So what'll happen is you'll just log into your account on the website. If you're eligible for the whitelist based on the missions that you've completed, you'll be asked to connect your wallet to your browser, just standard MetaMask integration, and then it'll literally just say to you, can you confirm this transaction? It won't cost you anything. You won't have to pay any gas fees or anything. You're basically just signing the message saying, I'm accepting that I'm on this whitelist. We'll then save that information, and that's what we'll use to authorize you to mint. I think that's. Oh wait, no, you're saying a lot of us did it. No, that bit that you've done where you just entered your information. All that is just so that we've got a record or a log of your social information, or your social, like your Twitter handle and stuff, so that we could check whether you were posting and retweeting. The signing of the message is completely different to that. So we'll let you know. I'm just laughing because Senna's just tripped over a whiteboard, nearly landed on his face.
I think half the chat know that we have like 40 whiteboards just flying around the office at the moment.
Absolutely, yeah. So the signing of the message is different to what you've done already. It's a new process. We'll let you know more about it in the next couple of days, and then when we release it for you over the weekend, it should be completely straightforward and you shouldn't have any questions about it. It's just there to make it so that the whitelist sale is more secure.
Right. Okay. So I am going to touch on the schedule. So sort of looking at the next 7 days, but also sort of around the minting and the raffle bits. So just a warning, guys, there is only almost 5 days until the whitelist closes. That closes on 9th of November. It is mental, isn't it?
Yeah, 6 days.
It's incredible. Yeah, I was sort of saying from tomorrow morning, maybe by the time people listen to this. It will shut on the 9th though. So get involved, get in the Discord. We will be doing giveaways, competitions, not just the existing whitelist missions. There will also be random giveaways, competitions, etc. So make sure you're in chat. Make sure you turn on all post notifications on Twitter, on Discord, on everything. The next 7 days are going to be the most important time of your life, all right, guys? So that's on the 9th. We have, and I know John's going to hate me for this, we have another teaser coming out for you in 3 days? 3 days.
What are we today, the 3rd?
3rd, 4th, it's 7th.
Yeah.
It's coming out on the 7th. On the 7th, we'll also post tweet about the exact details for the minting, the raffle, etc. However, just to confirm, so the whitelist will close on the 9th. Whitelist members will have 24 hours to mint on the 10th. We believe we have scheduled in, but we are aiming for 1 p.m. Through to 1 p.m. on the 11th. At which point the raffle opens to the public on the website. 24 hours raffle for anyone to enter. 1 p.m. the following day, the raffle closes.
Can I just say, even if you're in the whitelist, you can also enter the public raffle?
Yep. So as that is, so everyone is limited to 2. So wallet is limited to 2 SolaStars. So if you have a whitelist spot, you're allowed a free one, and then also to purchase one in the, or potentially if you win in the raffle. If you haven't been on the whitelist, then on the raffle day you are able to opt in to buy 2. So once the raffle closes, we'll release the results, prove how it's all been done fairly, and then all raffle winners will have 24 hours to mint again. Again, guys, for the 3rd and final time.
Not the final time. We're going to keep saying that.
Not the final time. You know, I will be saying it in chat all the time. Do not rush to mint your SolaStar. You have 24 hours.
If you win the whitelist or you win a spot in the raffle, you're going to get a star. There's no rush.
Don't pay over the odds. Don't pay crazy fees. Take your time. All right. After that, I'm not going to go into exact information, but we then obviously have the reveal, we have listing on OpenSea, Rarible, etc. I am actually speaking to them on tomorrow, I think, about hopefully, because we, guys, please be careful. We already have like imposter OpenSea collections, Twitter accounts, Discord servers, everything.
Yeah.
There's people messaging our members directly with like minting links and stuff like that. So please be careful.
Yeah, unless it's posted by me, as in John, Senna, or the SolaVerse admin, don't, just ignore it. And ignore links to minting and anything like that. If it's official, it'll come from one of us.
Exactly, and mainly you can really rely on the Twitter. Anything official that is happening will go out on the Twitter. So just be careful, guys. All right.
Yeah. And the only place to mint will be on our website. So if anybody's linking you anywhere else saying go here to mint, then it's a scam.
The SolaVerse.com. The SolaVerse.com. All right. And so obviously we are hopefully going to try and get that collection verified before it goes live, so that everyone knows that it's the right one. So I think there was a question from Lizard King. So last question, when does the race for the top 10 end for the allocated mint? That is on the 9th.
Yeah.
That ends on the 9th when the whitelist closes, and the top 10 ranked members in the Discord will be able to allocate a spot to another member, to a family member, to a friend, etc. And they will also be able to mint a free SolaStar on the 10th. Right, I think everyone's probably had enough of us talking now.
Yeah.
Thank you so much again, guys. It's been incredible. This has been our first AMA. We will be doing more.
Yeah.
If you have any questions, make sure you join the Discord. Discord.gg/SolaVerse. And so SolaVerse, the reason that we went for SolaVerse is because we are based in the stars. It is the SolaVerse, all right? We apologise for the confusion around Solana, but that was never the aim.
We also live near the Solent.
We do live near the Solent, exactly.
Which is, it's in the south of England, if anybody knows.
Exactly. So, look, we love you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey.
Absolutely.
We cannot wait for the next week, months, years. This is a huge thing that we're just so excited to go through with you. I will leave it there. Thank you very much. Make sure you show some love and take care.
Yeah, we'll drop the information in the next couple of days in text or in Discord and Reddit and stuff, just so that you can get a summary of it.
Absolutely. And as I said, any collabs, any partners, any designers, anything, contact me and contact the main page. Always open to a chat.
Nice one. Thanks a lot, guys. And yeah, we'll see you soon.
Bye, guys.
Cool. You're still connected to that way. You need to. Yeah. I don't know how you disconnect.